And we are once again going to talk about how leaders of the minority community, the Muslim community in the Congress party, are they upset with the Congress? Why are we asking this question? Because one after the other, leaders like Rashid Alvi, leaders who were once a part of the Congress, like Shakil Ahmed, they are speaking out. There are cracks that have come to the fore. Some leaders have gone ahead and have also given in their resignation. These are grassroots leaders like Naseemuddin Siddiqui. And the voices are coming out and they are saying that because we are feeling ignored, because we are feeling dejected. We are going to now tell you a story of 4 Congress leaders, one by one. First is Naseemuddin Siddiqui, a former UP MLA who resigned from the party yesterday. What was the reason? He said, I'm feeling marginalized. I feel like I have no role that is being assigned to me in the last 6 years. The second leader we're going to talk about is Congress leader Rashid Alvi. Rashid Alvi says that Muslim leaders in the party are feeling sidelined. He is saying that because of the BJP's narrative, Muslim leaders are being ignored by the Congress's high command. Then you also have the former Punjab Chief Minister, Charanjit Singh Channi, who has flagged lack of Dalit representation in the top leadership of Punjab Congress, asserting that with key posts only are going to upper caste leaders. And the fourth leader is former Congress leader Shakil Ahmed, who called Rahul Gandhi a darpoke and also said that he's insecure. Listen in.
हाँ, मेरे लिए काम नहीं था. मैं ग्रासरूट लेवल का आदमी हूँ. मुझे समझ में नहीं आया 8 साल से मैं जमीन पे काम नहीं कर पाया. तो मैं जमीन पे काम करना चाहता हूँ, इसलिए मैंने कांग्रेस पार्टी छोड़ी है.
Yeah, definitely it is the matter of concern. Muslim leaders in Congress party, they have been resigning. Muslim leadership should also be given proper adjustment in the organization.
पंजाब में अगर आप मानते हो कि 38 या 35% आबादी है, तो फिर हमें रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्यों नहीं मिल रही? पंजाब का प्रधान भी अपर कास्ट है, प्रधान का सीआरपी लीडर भी अपर कास्ट है, पंजाब की महिला विंग भी अपर कास्ट है. यार हम कहाँ जाए?
कोई डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है. कांग्रेस में राहुल गांधी जी ने आज की तारीख में जो बोल दिया वही कानून है. मुख्य कानून चल रहा है कांग्रेस में.
You heard 4 Congress leaders. 3 of them have spoken about how Muslims in the Congress party are feeling sidelined, Muslim leaders. Then on the other hand, you have Charanjit Singh Channi, who talks about very little Dalit representation in the Congress party. Now, let's put our focus on what Shakil Ahmed, a former Congress insider, what he had to say. He has gone ahead and has called Rahul Gandhi an insecure leader. Doubling down on him are other leaders of the Congress party. Sample the reactions.
मतलब नए लोगों को जगह देना चाहिए. आप उल्टी बात कह रहे हैं भाई. तमाम जन आधार वाले नहीं हैं, जिनके पास 10 लोग नहीं हैं, 50 लोग नहीं हैं, जो एक ट्वीट भी बीजेपी के खिलाफ करने की हिम्मत नहीं रखते हैं, और ऐसे लोग भी हैं. तो ये तो उसके वजह से नुकसान हो रहा.
अब उनकी नजर में होंगे, हकीकत उसके विपरीत है. डरपोक आदमी इस तरह से बात नहीं करता है, खुलकर बात नहीं करता है. जिस तरह से वो लगातार भाजपा पर और प्रधानमंत्री पर हमले कर रहे हैं, और वो जिस परिवार से आते हैं उसमें डरपोक होने का सवाल ही नहीं है. भाई जो आदमी पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू का परपोता हो, जो इंदिरा गांधी का परपोता हो, पोता हो.
Meanwhile, the Bharatiya Janata Party has launched a scathing attack on the Congress, branding the grand old party a dhokebaz party and alleging that it is focused more on securing Muslim votes than genuinely supporting or empowering minority leaders in the party. They are also saying that this shows that the Congress is collapsing from within.
Today, Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, they are the biggest dhokebaz. They want the Muslim vote, not the Muslim. And this I am not saying. I used to say it when I was in Congress. But today, Naseem Siddiqui leaving. Then we have seen Shakil Ahmed leaving. We have seen Roshan Beg leaving. And now Rashid Alvi is saying that Congress is ill-treating Muslims, just using and throwing the Muslims away. They are not concerned with the development of Muslims. They are concerned with the vote of Muslims. So they will use all techniques to use the Muslim vote as a cannon fodder.
My colleague Shivam is with us. Shivam, you've been speaking to leaders of the Congress party, and let's break this down one by one. It's not just about how, top minority faces or Muslim leaders in the Congress party, what they are feeling. It's also about a larger issue that's plaguing the Congress party. Be it one of their most, like a star MP, like Shashi Tharoor, who says that I'm unapologetic about the stand that I've taken on Operation Sindoor. Be it Shakil Ahmed, a former insider who says that there is no place for merit in the Congress party because Rahul Gandhi does not like any leader who has capability, who has seniority to come out and give advice, and he does not like to, work on that kind of an advice. And then you heard what Rashid Alvi said. Then you heard how a Naseemuddin Siddiqui, a grassroots level leader who's quit. So do you think this... at this point of time, the issues that are plaguing the Congress party, what will they blame this on? Will they say the BJP is doing this? Will they say there is some kind of chori that is happening? What is the kind of reaction that's coming in from the High Command?
In fact, the first reaction has eventually come, and again, this is the same approach where now Manikam Tagore has basically targeted all these people who are highlighting the issues. That, okay, this could be worked upon, saying that these people are the agents of BJP. These people are further creating divide, and these are the Jayachands of the party. So again, the Congress has taken the same approach of not trying to talk to these leaders, not trying to solve the problem, but instead label them as the B team of party. Remember, earlier it used to happen with AIMIM when it used to criticize Congress. It used to happen with Shiv Sena when it was a faction. But now the Manikam Tagore is basically targeting its own party members, saying that, okay, these are the Jayachands and these are the people who are creating a divide. And it's an irony that instead of, kind of focusing on the ground level issues, instead of trying to talk with these people who are senior leaders who have been with Congress, they're coming out in open and are targeting these people only for what? Highlighting that there is an issue with the organization, which we all have seen in almost a decade now. We have seen how the voter turnout has gone down in both Maharashtra municipal election and also in Bihar as well. We have seen the kind of divide that is coming in open from Kerala, from
and just
Shashi
think
Tharoor
about
to
the
Bihar
kind of terms that are being used. Rashid Alvi has been called a leader who's joined the new batch of betrayers. Like you pointed out, Manikam Tagore of the Congress party, Congress MP, again considered to be a loyalist of the Gandhi family, is now training guns at those who are talking about the issues that prevail. Why is it that the Congress party is in denial of the issues that are plaguing them? Is this not a reality that the Congress's electoral performance in the recent past have been absolutely abysmal? Is it not a reality that, yes, there is factionalism in state after state? Not just, let's talk about what's happening in Jharkhand currently. MLAs have come and they've petitioned the High Command to ensure that things are put in order. In Bihar, you saw the performance of the Congress party. You saw the voices coming out and saying that, that the way that senior leaders were completely ignored. So the same template continues. Congress now going after those who are talking about the reality that prevails, isn't it?
Exactly, and Manikam Tagore should also answer that if these are the latest batch of betrayers, why Ajay Rai, the Congress president, went yesterday to meet Naseemuddin Siddiqui to meet him? Why did he went there if these were the betrayers, if these were the people who were not in line with the Congress, who want to create a divide? Why to keep them in the party? Why all these factions have been asked? What is happening with the CM? Charanjit Singh Channi, was your CM faced just 2-3 years back? You have appointed them, and now so you are calling them a batch of betrayers. So again, it's an irony that while Manikam Tagore is saying that these people are trying to create a divide, he is actually widening the divide which is already existing in the Congress.
So we won't be surprised if the leaders who are now speaking out, the likes of Rashid Alvi, who have vociferously backed the Congress party today, just because he's saying he's issuing a sort of an alarm. What if the Congress party issues a show cause notice to him? Because listen, just take a look at the kind of post that Manikam Tagore has put out. I'm going to read out from the post. Manikam Tagore says, and I quote, "I'm not shocked. I'm just saddened yet again by how betrayal becomes loud when courage walks the longest road. At a time when the Congress needed unity, voices like Shakil Ahmed and ex-BSP's Rashid Alvi, who joined the new batch of betrayers have chosen to attack the very leader who walked 4,000 plus kilometers to defeat hate and spread love, and 6,000 kilometers through the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra to reconnect India with justice and dignity. Let's be clear. These attacks are not about ideology or concern. They are about TV time. They are about relevance, and they are about pleasing new masters. Here, this is not new, but this is a new batch of betrayers. Some are ministers in the Modi government, some MPs, and one even a present chief minister, many jobless who crossed over. Welcome to the 2026 batch of Jai Chand. So now, those in the Congress party who are talking about the reality within the party have been called betrayers and Jai Chands. With that, viewers, it's time for us to slip into a short commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with our special broadcast as we build up to Republic Day.